Hello, Battlesport subscribers and people who happen upon this video. Today I'm going to do a brief overview of my first successful attempt at a medium core anti-gravity ship called the Rhea, as you can see. Now this was designed to be a heavy lifter and a VTOL. And the idea behind the VTOL is that I think there's going to be times where I'm going to want to land it somewhere and then be able to get it up off the ground without having to take off, fly away, turn in a big circle, come back, park it, turn on the AG, and so on and so forth. And I've already felt the need to do that a few times. So I'm glad I stuck those 16 large vertically mounted engines on. But then I decided to go ahead and build this new base in the mountains on Alioth. And as you can see, I'm just shy of 1,000 meters up right now. So this thing can anti-gravity right off this pad. And the nice thing about this particular location is that this pad here that you can see is really only a few meters above the peaks that are right below it. In fact, I can show you that right now while I'm at it. I'll do another video for this base when it gets closer to being done. See? And the neat thing about that is that it is not a death trap for travelers who just happen to be zipping along at 1,000 kilometers an hour in my general vicinity. They should already be up higher than this just to avoid the mountains. I really wish for really wills that they would write some coding laws into this game. Not like computer coding, but like zoning laws, so people can't just build random space elevators wherever they want. So this is what I think of as the main deck. It's just kind of, I don't know, a space where I put the important stuff and a resurrection node, which I guess qualifies as part of the important stuff. And this goes down into the belly of the ship where I keep my cargoes and my fuel tanks. So on and so forth. Now, one disadvantage to this design is you see these elevators all over the place. When it crashes, and I haven't crashed it yet, but I have had it glitch into a construct and then destroy itself, you have to cut your way into the ship to fix everything, which isn't really the end of the world. So this one goes up to my little bay, my little parking bay, and that's my little VTOL, which I'm really struggling figuring out how to get this thing to dock consistently. But it has a garage door opener. Check this out. And it's on a timer, kind of a long timer to give me a chance to take off and land. I swear to God, it works. To be honest, I don't really remember how I set that up, but it's a series of logic circuits. When my little dropship here doesn't dock right, I end up just running back up here and using the maneuver tool on it, and I just toss it off the ship and let it crash down to the ground because I don't really care what happens to it. Also, for some reason, it doesn't seem to hurt itself very much doing that. And then this comes down to, that's on a timer too, down to the bridge. And I might replace these chairs with like a gunner's module and maybe set up something that resembles a navigator station in front of one of them, or both of them, with some screens with some Lewis script that makes it look like they're doing something. Of course, the gunner seat would actually be doing something. Let's see if we can. This thing was acting weird the last time I was flying it, but let's see what it does today. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, see, I think my little dropship is spazzing out again. It's usually what this means. Oops. Yeah, there it is. Having it glitch like that was one of the things that made my big ship here crash down into my own construct and destroy its own elements. Fortunately, they turned the infinite resurrection back on for your elements, so you can fix them as many times as you need to. Oh, seems to be working right. And the singularity remembers the last setting, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I wish there'd be some tweaks to the anti-gravity. But, I mean, it really is a really cheap way to get a lot of weight up into space. It takes a long time, but you don't have to burn any fuel to do it. So it's pretty neat. Let's get it back down to 1,000 meters. So this ship works fairly well. My adjusters aren't tuned very nicely. Here, I can show you. See how it kind of rotates on its axis. Well, and I'm trying to spin it around, and I wanted to spend more time on that, but I just kind of lost patience. And it's not as big of a deal on an anti-gravity ship because once it's in its little zone here, it can't fall out of the sky, so it doesn't really matter how much of a spaz it is. I'm going to end up landing on my little, I think I am. Let's find out. Yep. So that's that. That's all I really wanted to do for this one. I really like the way the colors turned out. Not really sure how I feel about the voxel work overall, but the colors are nice. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you were able to maybe get some ideas off of this so you can improve upon this general idea. And good luck. Have fun.